Hey there, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to learn about Matplotlib. If you have no idea about what Matplotlib is, here is a simple definition. So, Matplotlib is a Python-based visualization library which provides us with all the tools and components that we need to represent our data graphically. By graphically, what I mean is we can represent our data in a form of a bar chart or a pie chart or a line chart or whatever way we want. That's why we need Matplotlib. Say you are a data analyst or a data scientist. In the data science pipeline, you have a very important process known as exploratory data analysis. So in that process, in the process of EDA, Matplotlib plays a very major role. So learning Matplotlib is a mandatory thing if you want to become a data analyst or even a data scientist. So what are you going to learn from this video? Actually, let me make this clear. This is not a complete Matplotlib tutorial. This is the first video of the series. Actually, this is a series. It's a Matplotlib series, and this is the first video. And there will be a lot of videos coming up. And in this video, I'm going to teach you all the basic stuffs you need to know about Matplotlib. So at the end of the video, you're going to create a graph like this or even better than this. And for our example, we are going to use this data set. So we are going to plot a line chart, a line plot. You can also say like that, with experience and salary of data scientist and salary of software engineer. How their salary increases by their experience. That's the graph we are going to plot. Now let's start by importing the Matplotlib library. And this is how you do it. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. PLT is the alias of Matplotlib. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create two lists, one list with the values of experience, this one, and another list with the salary of the data scientist. So experience equal to, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for salary of data scientist equal to, what do we have there? 25,000, 38,000, 25,000, 38,000, and 56,000. And then what? It's 89 and 1 lakh 20. 89,000 and 1 lakh 20,000. Okay. Yeah, I know I left the software engineering salary. I will come to that later. Now we are going to just plot this. First, let's plot this. And the experience will be in the x-axis and the salary will be in the y-axis. So how do you plot this? You use the plot method. Plt.plot. I'm going to pass the experience first and then the salary of data scientist. This salary is just a random number. This is not original. I just created it randomly. And now you can see a basic graph with no design, no grid lines, no title, no labels. But we can see if there is 2 years of experience, he will get a salary near somewhere here, right? Like 38,000. Yeah, as you can see that. But when you compare this graph with this one, it's it's not good, right? Let's add the components that we need. First, let me also create a list for the salary of the software engineer equal to, what are the numbers? We have 20,000, 29,000, 25, 45,000, 20,000, and again these are random numbers, and 45,000, and then we have 72 on 1 lakh, 72,000 and a lakh. Yeah. Now I'm going to plot the salary of software engineer as well, and you do that like we did for data scientist. Salary of software engineer. Now we have another line indicating the salary of software engineer. Now I'm going to give a title, and you give title by using the title method. Plt dot title. I'm going to give like experience versus salary. So if I run this, you can see a title. We didn't have this before. And next, I'm going to give a X label. As you can see here in this graph, we have an experience here, right? This one. And we have salary here, which are known as labels. So I'm going to go here and write plt dot x label and write experience and plt dot y label salary. I'm going to run the code. Now we have experience and salary. Now you can see it's a white, just there is no grid lines. Grid lines are nothing but this. We have line here, we have line, we have line. When we have these grid lines, we are able to easily, match these things. Like for example, we can take for 2 years, people are getting at this point. So this indicates like 38,000, right? It's straight line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like plot dot grid true. If you give grid equal to true, we are going to get the grid lines like this. Now we have grid lines. Now it looks way better than the previous one, right? So we have a black background, and this is a very interesting thing about Matplotlib. To do that, let's go here, go to this first line, and I'm going to do like plt dot style dot use. There are many styles available that we can use. That's why I opened this style sheet reference for you guys. So this is the default. When you use when you don't use this is what you get. When you use classic, you will get something like this. Let's try classic. Let's see how it looks. Classic, and I'm going to run this cell as well. This is classic. If you like this, you can keep this, but there is a lot of option that you can explore. This looks good, and I personally like this very much with the black background. So I'm going to use that dark background and run the cell and run this cell as well. Yeah, we are getting near it, and you can see there is this line is green and this line is blue, and these are not solid lines, but this is known as a dotted line, and this is a line dot. So I will also teach you how to create that. So I'm going to go here and do something like this is the plot of data scientist. So I'm going to go here and put a comma and write color equal to red. Now I'm going to run the cell. Like this line has become red, as you can see. And I'm going to go here and do the color equal to give the color attribute. Everything inside this are known as attributes or parameters of the plot method. So I'm going to give color equal to, let's say, blue. So now I have a red line and a blue line. These are like solid lines, but I want dotted ones. So I'm going to go inside this again and type line style equal to and give two hyphens and run the cell. Now you can see the solid line has become like a line with gaps. And I'm going to go here and do something like line style equal to a dash and a dot, a hyphen and a dot like this. Should do a hyphen and a dot. I'm going to run this first. See it before running the cell, it's just solid line. But after running the cell, you can see there is a line and a dot, but it's not clear. Let's change the color. Let's go with yellow. Yellow would be clear, I hope. Yeah, it's fine. Yellow is fine. But what color we used here? We used blue for software engineer and green for data scientist. Let's use green then. No, green is not that much visible. Maybe I should change the back style. What do you think? Let's change the style. Let's use solarize light 2. Solarize underscore light 2. Yeah, this is nice. Not bad. I would say it's not that bad. Let's go with blue itself. I hope blue will be nice. So now you know how to create a color and line style. There is also a simple way to do this. Now I'm going to remove this two attributes and I'm going to do like p dash dash. No, let's do uh, r dash dash. What do you think is going to happen? No, we already have a red line, so let's use w dash dash and run. So what do you think has happened? Just this simple uh, attribute is saying create a white line with two dash with a dash line style. Now you can see this has changed. You can just remove this and simply pass this, and you can change both the color and the line style. But I'm going to stay with the attribute stuff because it is very clear. Okay, that's why I'm going to stay with this. And what else we can do? Oh, you can see the experience with salary is not clear. Let me change the color of that as well. Let's give color as red. Red. Now outside the title is red. This experience is visible and salary is visible. I'm going to go with the dark background itself. Dark background. That was nice actually. Okay. Green and so you can see a thing here representing a line of the data scientist and software engineer. These are known as legends. These are known as legends. So let me also tell you how to create them. So first you need to go here and write something like label. I hope the spelling is right. Label equal to data science, data scientist, and same here. Label equal to software engineer. And I'm going to go here and write plt dot legend. I'm going to run the cell now. Now you can see we have the data scientist and the software engineer, but it is coming inside the grid. So what we can do is we can, as you can see, phi is the length of the x-axis. I'm going to extend the size of the x-axis so that this moves here. So how do you extend the size of x-axis? You do that by plt dot xlm. xlm stands for xlm lim stands for x-axis limit. So if you set this to say 1 comma 8, as you can see the x-axis is now 1 comma 5. Now if I set this to 1 comma 8 and run the cell, I'm going to get like 8. Okay, I got 8 grids now, but still it is not that visible. I'm going to go with 9. Now it's fine, but it's still coming inside the grid. So we have another option. I'm going to remove this limit and I'm going to go inside the legend and write something like bb box underscore to anchor, to underscore anchor equal to 1.5 comma 1, and I'm going to run the cell. Now you can see this label is outside the grid. Now there is a clear indication. The red line indicates data scientist and the blue line indicates software engineer. So you may ask why 1.5 comma 1? If I give 1, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, okay? And the bottom is 0 and the top is 1. The bottom is 0 and the this end is 1. So as you can see, this is like 1. If I give 0 here, let's see what happens. It goes this side. So this is 0. This is like left and right. So I'm going to give 1.5 because 1.5 gives me the perfect position. So this looks fine. And we are, and actually that's it. We have created the graph that we want. But I want to teach you one more thing. If you there is a special thing in Matplotlib which is XKCD. If you run this, this will give a very good looking graph. You will get some error, but in the end you will get the graph. Yeah, you will get some error like this, but ignore all this error. Yeah, in the end you will get something like this. I hope this doesn't look good, but wait. We need to do one thing actually. What I'm going to do is plt dot it that xkcd doesn't look good in the dark background. It looks good in classic. Let's see now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this. This looks so nice. I really like this one. I like this one than this one. What do you think? This graph looks so good. Okay, the video is finished, guys, and in the next video, I will teach you how to create bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and more. Stay tuned for that.